Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your September 2017 mid-month readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Welcome to any newcomers which may be with us for the first time. As you can see from my background, yes, I'm still in Poland, still in Eastern Europe, although I will be back in my more or less home base of California in a week after having been gone for a couple of months this time. As those of you who follow me regularly know, I do travel quite a bit. But thanks to the internet, I work the same no matter where I go, both with general videos and with personal one-on-one readings. Thank you for those of you who continue to keep me busy, whatever corner of the globe I'm from, in reaching out for those personal one-on-one readings. It's always an honor and a pleasure. Thank you for continuing to follow, like, share, subscribe. All your support, feedback, and comments, always welcome. Very much appreciated. Thank you for that. And to my regular clients as well. If any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me and you haven't read with me before, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, even though I noticed they've changed their format yet again. You should be able to still go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the About or Description button or Word, which should give you a little more information in detail, and my email address, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I do a wide variety of readings: love and romance, compatibility charting. I do career, work, and finance readings, career overviews of 6 months or a year. I do life overviews that address every main sector of your life for a year ahead. I do gift readings, and I also channeled messages from passed on loved ones, and I also do package readings. I do have clients who like to get regular life readings at the beginning of each month, or sometimes every other week, and I offer those in package deals of 3 months or more. So if you're interested in any of those, send me an email and we will go from there. Turnaround time for personal readings is pretty quick, within 1 to 2 weeks. Almost always within a 2-week period of time we can set up a reading for you. I do readings full-time, 5 to 6 days a week. It is what I do. So I'm usually able to get back with you within a day of your initial contact or so with information. So we can try and work something out for you if you're interested. Check your rising and your moon sign videos as well. As we always say, these are general readings. The specifics and details of how they play out in your lives and what area of your life is going to vary because there's so many of you watching, and these are general readings. The energy fundamentally remains the same. And no, you don't have to watch your rising and your moon sign videos, particularly if you don't know them or if you don't have a birth time. They may play out a little more predictively for you, one of them, and watching all three can give you additional insight and clarity. But primarily watch your sun sign for yourself or for whoever you may be watching for. So moving right along, this reading is for the water sign of Cancer, Cancer the crab. Let's see what's going on for our crabs for the last half of September 2017. We're looking at September 2017 mid-month readings. The remainder of September for our Cancerians. Okay, Cancer, we have the Four of Wands, great way to start out, followed by the Two of Cups. Aww. We have the Four of Pentacles, followed by the Magician, and from the bottom of the deck, your crowning card representing overall energy and guidance is the High Priestess. So Cancer, it looks like the last half of September, your crowning card representing overall energy and guidance for the remainder of September 2017 is the High Priestess, Major Arcana card. This is a card about spirituality, intuition, that deep subconscious part of ourselves. Our intuition is our connection with the divine. It's how we get those messages, those epiphanies, flashes of insight and clarity. It can be messages through our dreams. And when this card shows up, so for the remainder of September 2017, your overall energy and guidance is to pay attention to dreams, insight, flashes of clarity or insight you may be getting. This is about allowing yourself to be guided, paying attention to and allowing yourself to be guided by your intuition, by your whatever you call your connection, whatever you call source and your connection to source. It looks like relying on your intuition and divine timing and orchestration will be strongly advised and at play for the remainder of September 2017. Interesting that we start out with the Four of Wands, followed by the Two of Cups. So Wands is fire energy. The energy of this suit is very fiery, dynamic, action-oriented, fluid, forward-moving, change, movement, action, power. The energy of Wands is creative, manifesting, building energy. It's very action-oriented. Passion, desire, enthusiasm. The Four of Wands is a card of celebration. It can often point to a celebratory event. Marriage, anniversary party, a wedding, a birthday party. It can even point to an ordinary get together as well, just between friends or a party at work or some kind. It's a celebratory energy, and it's often, not always, but often attached to a celebratory event, a get together of some kind. That's actually for the purpose usually of celebrating something. But it can represent just an ordinary get together too, but at which something unexpected happens, which is positive, like a blessing. Because the Four of Wands is also called the happy surprise card. And even though we know there's a surprise coming, we're still taken off guard by what it is or the manner in which it comes from or where it comes from. And that's often associated with a celebratory event too. So the advice is, when this card shows up, I always tell clients, don't turn down any invitations you may get for the remainder of September. Even if you think, that's kind of boring, I don't want to go to that, go anyway, because something will typically happen that's unexpected there, but that's bright. It's a happy surprise. Now, attached to the Four of Wands, accompanied by the Four of Wands, is the Two of Cups. So this could be a clarification and an idea or a hint at what may be coming in connection to the Four of Wands energy. Cups is water energy, and the energy of this suit usually manifests in that watery, mercurial world of emotions, feelings. It's also the area of our life, this suit, that deals with relationships as well. The Two of Cups is traditionally considered the soulmate card, the kindred spirit card. This doesn't necessarily mean in romantic sexual relationship. It can just be a close, connected, kindred spirit, kinship, sisterhood, brotherhood, or even of the opposite sex, a best friend, someone that you really connect with. There's a karmic thread connecting the two of you. You may feel after you've met them like you've known them for a long time or known them from a previous life. Soulmate connection. Really, it's more than just physical and chemical attraction, particularly if it's not a romantic connection. This could be just seeing life in a lot of the same ways. It represents fundamentally, on an energetic level, the Two of Cups represents a union of some kind. An almost perfect union, a great match on more than just visible levels. For example, in love and romance, it would mean not just physical and chemical attraction, but a meeting of the mind, the heart, the soul, the spirit, seeing things in a lot of the same way. In job, work, and career, this could be finding the right job, even the merging of two companies, finding the right job on a variety of different levels. This is the perfect job for you, not just in dollars and cents, but there's no commute, or the commute isn't long. You don't have to pay for parking. You enjoy the work, the atmosphere, the environment, the people, etc. It's a union, a coming together that's a great fit on more than just a visible level. And attached to the Four of Wands, so for some of you, you might go to a party or an event, or even just coffee or a barbecue or a get-together with friends or something, and you may meet your soulmate there. You and your soulmate may actually, this could also represent, having a party to celebrate something, an anniversary. There could be a wedding. You could have something happen at a celebratory event, or you could be celebrating something to do with a great partnership, kindred spirit, a union of some kind. However, whatever area of your life it resonates in, and whatever the specific details are, it's going to vary, because it's general reading and there's thousands of you watching. It's a beautiful energy, a happy, positive energy. There is a surprise coming. Don't know what it is, but I have a feeling it's in the emotional area of your life, perhaps the relationship area of your life, and it looks just lovely. So can't wait to hear feedback on that. So at or towards the end of September 2017, we have the Four of Pentacles, followed by the Magician. This is a great energy too, a powerful energy. Pentacles is earth energy, so it usually manifests in the earthly, tangible, concrete part of our life. It often manifests, not always, but often manifests in things like money, finances, property, resources, assets, etc. Things we can see and touch and feel. That energy can translate to relationships or spirituality, creative or artistic endeavors. It's about tangible results or feeling like we've done something tangible, really accomplished something that we can see. The Four of Pentacles is a card, it can represent stability, holding on to the foundations of what you've had, that you've built up so far. It can sometimes represent, excuse me, stagnation, although I'm not kind of feeling that here. It does represent holding on to the foundations of what you've built. Sometimes it can represent holding on a little too tightly. The advice that sometimes accompanies the Four of Pentacles is loosen up a bit, let go a bit. Sometimes this card comes up when somebody's lost a lot in their life and they tend to hold on, cling very tightly, too tightly to what they have remaining because they're afraid of letting go. It can sometimes represent being a bit miserly, particularly with finances or money. Again, because you're afraid of losing, perhaps you've lost before in your life. And a relationship level, this can represent holding on too tightly, or it can represent being too closed up, too closed off, too guarded, too kind of self-protective. I am feeling a bit of cautionary advice here, particularly for those of you who may be meeting a soulmate, or there may be a focus for the remainder of September on relationships, celebration, something in that area of your life. You may have been kind of independent or leading an independent life, being maybe kind of closed off or just very self-contained, self-sufficient. That's not a bad thing at all. I mean, even if you've been a bit closed off or a bit protective and guarded, particularly of your emotions and your heart because of negative experiences, this is the time to kind of loosen up and let people see what's behind you. What's not what's behind you, but kind of what's behind walls you may have built up. Particularly if this is when you're meeting somebody new, you want them to at least get a glimpse of what's kind of behind any walls you may have up. Um, Particularly those of you for whom that resonates, it's about opening up a bit and letting go a bit. I don't know why I keep focusing on that, but somebody out there must need to hear it. I think it's for the people who are going to be meeting somebody new, potential soulmate, in the remainder of September, the beginning of October. The Four of Pentacles is paired with the Magician, which is very independent, self-sufficient, go your own way. I've gone my own way for a long time, and I'm really good at what I do in my life and building and perseverance, dedication, manifesting, building, creating what I want. Very powerful, independent energy, a go your own way kind of energy, not reaching out. And paired with the Four of Pentacles, this can represent a very enclosed, self-contained person, which again, no judgment, but in terms of relationships and emotionality, I'm kind of getting that you need to open up a little bit, particularly maybe in some social environments, particularly if there's one coming up for you. There may be a potential soulmate or kindred spirit coming into your sphere, and you and definitely will want to, open up a bit and let them see some of the beauty that's inside of you. Cancer, lovely, beautiful water sign that you are. And also for others of you in job, work, and career, this can represent being very good at what you do, being very good at, celebrating that you've built up a good foundation for yourself so far, holding on to that because of how hard you've worked. And it looks like you've asked for little, if no, help from anybody. The Magician has worked very hard on his own to reach a point in his craft and his life path so that he now has all the tools, knowledge, experience, wisdom to build, create, manifest whatever he wants. It's about taking all your experience, your knowledge, your tools, your wisdom, your perseverance, dedication, singleness of mind, attention to detail, focus on your goals, manifesting that externally to create and build something externally. It's a powerful, independent energy card. It is very independent, and it can represent, you may be celebrating that. You may be celebrating that with a partner. It's definitely you have the ability to hold on to what you've built. You also have the ability to open up more for those of you that need to open up more, because for some reason I feel like that's an important message for somebody out there. You may be celebrating something that you have worked pretty hard to build up a foundation for. There is this celebratory energy overall for the remainder of September. And whether or not, I mean, this doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship reading. Not all of you, it may not resonate for some of you at all, in which case that's why we advise you check your rising and your moon sign videos as well. Some of you may be celebrating a milestone with a partner, an anniversary of some kind, or you may just be celebrating some other event in your life which has to do with the work you've put into building up the foundations of something, whether or not that's in a specific emotional, personal relationship area of your life or job, work, career as well. It's interesting too because that overall energy of the high priestess is about paying attention to your insight, your intuition, and allowing that to guide you. It's kind of like a balance of energies this month because the high priestess is internal, spiritual, fluid energy. And then the magician and pentacles is about external stuff, building, manifesting, creating because of your experience, the tools you have, knowledge, and then this emotional, celebratory, personal energy as well. It's an interesting almost peculiar mix of energy. So it'll be interesting to see what the feedback is on this, particularly more towards the end of the month when this has actually been playing out for some people already. So I look forward to seeing and hearing about that. So Cancer, that pretty much sums up your September 2017 mid-month readings. I hope you have enjoyed them, that they've brought you a little bit of insight, or at least haven't confused you. They're a little bit, some of it's a little bit murky still, but hopefully it's enough to give you a bit of a glimpse ahead potentially. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the About or Description button or word. That should give you more information, and my email address, which is MAGGIE, the number 1, MCGUIRE@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks, Cancer, for the October general monthly readings. And until then, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope to see you back here soon. Take care. Bye-bye.